Hey everyone, so I wanted to do a review of a fragrance that actually another YouTube reviewer had done. Uh, it's supposed to be a inspired by clone, replica, whatever you want to call it, of Acqua Di Gio Profumo, which is one of my personal favorite designer fragrances. Used to, grew up wearing nothing pretty much but Acqua Di Gio, the original. Throughout college, I wore Armani Code Profumo, and now I really do enjoy still the newest, Acqua Di Gio Profumo. It's one of my favorite currently designer fragrances. So when I heard that there was this company who had cloned it, I was very interested in checking it out. Um, I hadn't seen any other inspired by or clones of it. I think partially because it's a designer fragrance and it's not really worth cloning as much as the niche fragrances. It's not as high dollar MSRP or even discounters as other fragrances are going to be. So some people just say, why buy a clone? Why not just get the real thing? It's not that expensive to begin with. That being said, for a lot of people, at least for the larger bottle, over $100 is still a lot of money. So I figured I'd check it out, more so out of curiosity than anything. Fragrance is called Jazab Silver. It's 100 comes in a box like this. It's actually a decent box. It's 3.4 ounces. Open it up. It's an Arabic scent. I believe it's made in the UAE. Yep. And the bottle itself is actually very nice. It's plastic, looks metal. Nonetheless, it looks great. I think it's unique. It's got the information on the bottom. You can see the fragrance obviously inside. I don't know. It looks overall very nice. So I was impressed with that. But when I got it, I tested it out. Spray it now, just for comparison purposes. You smell it very well. It projects very well. Well, it reminded me of it a little bit. I was actually very disappointed. Part of me wasn't surprised because, it was a clone or replica. I didn't have too much expectations for it, really. I smelled it and I'm like, this does not smell like Profumo. But at the time I'd run out. I'd been wearing niche fragrances, other fragrances. I had not been, I ran out of my bottle a while ago, months ago, of Acqua Di Gio Profumo. So I decided I'd just pick up a decant of Acqua Di Gio Profumo. Got the decant. It was, like I said, originally another YouTube reviewer had reviewed this, said they smelled very similar. I think it's at 90%. I was disappointed. I was actually kind of upset at the time. So I figured it'd be worth a shot just to pick this up and compare the two. And after picking up the decant of Acqua Di Gio Profumo, in short, I was wrong. This other YouTube reviewer was right. They are similar. At least they smell similar. And when you look at the note breakdown, it's not a whole lot of similarity. Jazab Silver, top notes are citrus, lemon, tea leaves, mid spices, incense, and vetiver, and the base is cedar, vetiver, and musk. Now, Acqua Di Gio Profumo is top notes are bergamot, C notes, mid is geranium, rosemary, and sage, and base is patchouli and incense. Not really a whole lot there that overlaps. In fact, I think the only thing that is in both is the incense. But despite that, without looking at the actual notes, you can definitely smell the tea leaves in here. Gives it kind of a more slightly earthy, I guess, scent. And the Gio has more of a, due to the C notes, smells more aquatic. But that aside, they are extremely similar. In fact, I was blown away, and I will say this, the Jazab Silver. I think it's because it's oil-based. A lot of these Arabic companies, Middle Eastern companies, use oil. It lasts a lot longer. The scent lasts a lot longer on your skin, projects better. So, yeah, in short, if you're looking for something similar to Acqua Di Gio, but you don't have the money for it, I'd pick this up. I mean, when you're comparing the two cost-wise and scent-wise, I don't think someone who at least isn't, as into fragrances as everybody else, but your everyday person would really be able to tell the difference. In fact, my fiance, who loves Acqua Di Gio Profumo, thought that's what I had on when I had sprayed this on. So they are very similar. Obviously, there are some differences, and it's somewhat still kind of mind-boggling to me that they smell so similar because the notes really share nothing in common between the two other than the presence of incense in both. That aside, the YouTube reviewer was right. I'll admit I was wrong. Like I said, it's not one-to-one. I would say, I agree, they smell, probably do 85, 90% alike, despite the notes. They're both very linear fragrances because this is a designer fragrance anyway. There's not a whole lot that develops or anything like that, and the clone's no different. But I will say this lasts a lot better, a lot longer, projection's better, your skin a lot better, and for the money, it's certainly worth picking up.